Hey everybody, it's Reagan Archibald, and I want to talk to you real quick about hacks. And so hacks, you're like, what is that? That's a weird word, Reagan. Well, hacks are called Health Accelerator Challenges. Have you ever wondered why health has to be so complicated and wondered if there's a simpler way of getting the results that you're looking for when it comes to energy levels? Maybe you want better sleep. Maybe you want to put on some muscle mass or lose weight or whatever your goals might be from a health perspective. Why does it have to be so darn complicated? If you look at Google, the 7 out of 10 searches are for health related topics. So we're all looking for it. But if it was about more information coming at you, we'd all be, ripped six packs and we'd all have the health of our dreams. But unfortunately, in our country, more and more people are walking around with chronic disease. In fact, one of the newest studies found that millennials 44% of millennials have at least one chronic disease. Now, the population's getting younger and younger who have these chronic diseases. And so, my goal today, I'm going to share with you 3 things that we do to stop the chronic disease epidemic in our country and that gets you back on track in an easy way. And this is through our hacks, our Health Accelerator Challenges or Health Accelerator courses. And so let's talk about these, because if you miss one of these 3 things, you might jeopardize your future, not only your future to look and feel your best, but you may actually shorten your life. I mean, I can't tell you how devastating it was when I had a friend of mine in his 50s finish a mountain bike ride. He did great on the mountain bike ride and he went home and he's working on his bike in his garage and he had a massive heart attack and passed away. Left 3 kids and an amazing wife. And his life was too short-lived. The day before a heart attack, everybody thinks they're healthy, or the day before the cancer diagnosis, we think we're fine. But what I realize is I've got to be more vigilant and help people understand that there's so much more to look at when it comes to health. And so there's 3 things that you want to focus on when it comes to your health. If you focus on these 3 things, life will get so much better. You'll have more energy. And ideally, you'll be able to not assist the universe in recycling its parts. And so, okay, thing number 1 that you have to look at. Number 1, behavior and mindset predict your lifestyle. Behavior and mindset will help be the number 1 predictor for your health or your sickness. So we have this saying in our Health Accelerator group that disease doesn't take vacation and healing never stops. So it's not like you say, okay, Reagan, I'm healthy and I'm done. I don't need to focus on my health anymore. I can eat the way I want now. I don't need sleep. I mean, I can stress out as much as I want because I'm healthy, right? Well, no, these things have a diminishing return, just like as you put energy into the gas tank for your health, that has exponential returns. So number 1 is looking at your behavior, but your mindsets dictate your behavior, and then your behavior is what becomes your lifestyle. And those new habits that you form become a new part of you, and they fuel future creativity and future growth. And that is your gift to yourself in the present moment as well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is one of the most fundamental, but number 2 is you need to base your guidance off of evidence. And so one of the things in our Health Accelerator Challenges is we always give scientific data. So we give you the latest research. Here at Anodyne Pain and Wellness, we're a team of almost 20 practitioners. We get together often. We talk about different challenges that we're faced with. And then we bring those challenges. We say, well, what does the science say? What does the research show? And then we use that in our clinical practice. And so one of the things we also find is that as we bring studies to light for you, then it makes it easier for you to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Because if you can use some evidence and use the correct data to determine what your lifestyles will be, then you can go and change your behaviors and actually be set on the right course. As you may know, if you have an airplane and you got on an airplane from Salt Lake City, Utah, and you tried to fly to New York, but you're 1 degree off, you may end up in Iceland, or you may end up in some other cool, maybe you're at the top of Sweden, who knows? But but your course will be way off track. And so that's where it's really important to number two is you want to start on the right course by having the right evidence and the right scientific data in front of you. So many people I see, they get on Google and they trust Google more than they would trust their own doctor, or more than they would trust any of us who, we're the ones who are writing a lot of these search terms for Google. But what they don't realize is we are in an era of complete skepticism because there's so much misinformation coming at us. And so what we try to do in the hacks, we do our very best to sort through what's meaningful and what will give you some real action items versus what won't. Okay, so the third thing, and I know you guys are chomping at the bit. What's the third thing, Reagan? Well, hold your horses, because the third thing is actually the most important. And it's this simple single word that many of you know of, and it's a word called commitment. Now, some of you just freaked out, right? When I said commitment, you go, oh no, what do you mean? So commitment can lead to so many amazing things in our life, or it can lead to detrimental things. If you're, so many of us were committed to our old lifestyle, like, well, I just drink, I just need an alcoholic drink every night. That's just what I do, Reagan. So they don't realize you're committed to that. Or maybe you're committed to going for an evening walk and relaxation, and that's great, so, but commitment to transforming your health is the third thing. And it's the most important because those commitments lead to greater actions, and those actions lead to greater capabilities. And the more you start getting those capabilities, then you realize, oh, I've got this consistency going in my life, and you generate momentum. And that momentum changes everything. And so one of the things we do every single week, we meet on these Health Accelerator Challenges. If you guys are saying, well, man, I want to get involved in this, what's the catch, Reagan? Well, we meet every Wednesday at 4:30. And the biggest catch is you've got to commit yourself. And it's not saying I'm going to commit to Reagan, or I'm going to commit to my wife or my husband or my kids. You got to do it for yourself. And yes, your wife and your spouse, your husband, whoever, your kids, your coworkers, they can be part of the meaning why, but you have to commit to yourself that, hey, when these hacks come up, I'm going to do them, because every week I share with you something new. We may have you do breathing exercises, like was one of our most recent hacks in our 100-day fat burning challenge. The other one we have is make sure you get adequate hydration. If you're not hydrated, your brain doesn't work very well. We had in our cardiovascular hack, exercises to do, very specific exercises to increase your VO2 max and to decrease your risk of cardiovascular disease. So imagine that you had a whole community, because we have over 500 people in our hacks. It's been an incredible experience. One of our hack members, what she said, the hacks dispel confusion in my program. They dispel confusion in my life, and they've actually helped me get more motivated and given me more clarity that I wish I would have had years ago. And so these hacks are designed to help you make a commitment every week that you're doing something for your health. Imagine how good it feels when you take care of yourself, when you actually take the time to get a massage or meditate. My Idaho's coming out there. Maybe you've given yourself the gift of actually had your blood labs ran, and you had a functional blood chemistry analysis, and you said, man, that was really kind to do to myself, because now I can see what I need to do differently. Or maybe you've had acupuncture treatments. And so there's so many great things you can do, but these hacks can be yours, and you can go back and go through recorded versions. You can work with us as a group in our live sessions. You'll have access to our Signal chat. So you can ask questions right in there, and it's almost an immediate access where one of the members of the groups will be responding. And it's a fun, interactive environment. We're now bringing on guests in our hacks, so it's never been better. There's never been an easier time for you to get involved in your health. So if these hacks are of interest to you, and you would like to see if you qualify to be accepted into the hacks with either our golden ticket offer or maybe our monthly membership, then please reach out to us. We'll provide the link here on this site. So look forward to seeing you in there. And then don't forget, make sure that your health is your greatest wealth. And so today is the day to do something about that. Take care. We'll see you soon.